Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain diffusion, which is a process of particle movement along in biology. The first thing is that we have to look at what is diffusion. So diffusion is the passive movement of particles from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. In other words, it means down a concentration gradient. It is a passive process because it does not require energy from the cell. The particles move due to their random motion. Diffusion is important in cells because it allows substances to move across the cell membrane efficiently. For example, oxygen from the air diffuses from the alveoli in the lungs into the blood where the oxygen concentration is lower. Carbon dioxide diffuses from the blood into the alveoli and then to be exhaled back into the air. Nutrients like glucose in the blood diffuse into the cells for respiration. Metabolic waste like urea produced inside the cell diffuse into the blood and then being carried to the kidneys and excreted. There are several factors which can affect the rate of diffusion. Bear in mind that diffusion is a process about the movement of particles. The first factor is about temperature. When the temperature increases, the particles can move faster, leading to a faster diffusion. The second factor is about concentration. Diffusion is the movement of particles from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. When the concentrations of the two regions have a big difference, which means there is a high concentration gradient, so the particles can move faster, which means faster diffusion. Then we have distance. So, it is quite easy to understand the shorter the distance particles have to travel, the faster diffusion happens. The last factor is on surface area. A larger surface area allows more particles to diffuse at the surface than a smaller one. More particles can diffuse means more diffusion. Let's move on to see a special type of diffusion called osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of water molecules from an area of higher water potential to an area of lower water potential across a partially permeable membrane. Distilled water or pure water has the highest water potential, while dissolving anything into water will lower the water potential. The more solid being dissolved into the water, the lower the water potential will be. Osmosis is important in plants for keeping cells turgid, and in animals for maintaining cell volume. Diffusion is also crucial for small organisms. Small organisms do not have a circulatory system. They obtain gases and nutrients from the surroundings by simple diffusion through their body surface because the diffusion distance is short. But in larger organisms, we need to have a circulatory system helps transporting substances through the bodies. Diffusion is assisted by specialized surface like alveoli in lungs, root hairs in plants, and villi in the small intestine. These structures increase surface area and reduce diffusion distance, making the process more efficient. In conclusion, diffusion is a passive process that allows substances to move from high to low concentration or down a concentration gradient. It allows gases, nutrients, and waste products to be exchanged in all living organisms. Factors like concentration gradient, temperature, surface area, and distance affect the rate of diffusion. And specialized adaptation features allow diffusion to be carried out efficiently. That's the end of today's video. Thanks for watching.